Hey everybody, we've started the archive here for today's mailbag, but mailbag itself doesn't start for another 15 minutes at 10 o'clock as always. So I say as always, that's whatever, generalization, as usual. So we will see you, I will see you at 10. Until then, you can watch the kittens do whatever they're going to do. Check out the mail, and yeah, I'll be back. Well, good morning, everybody. It's 10 o'clock. Let's see if I can do the jingle. Let's find out. We've got some things that aren't working yet because we've been messing around with the text so much, but I think the jingle's ready to go. Maybe. Almost.
Kitten Academy's where you wanna be when you are a cat. On a Saturday they can contemplate time for the mailbag.
All right. I guess it worked. Seems like it worked from this side anyway. Hard to tell. Good morning. Good mailbag morning. As you can see, Muriel's got her suit on today, but Rue does not have her suit on today, and the kids are nursing. It's an experiment. I don't know if it's going to work because I didn't expect her to let them nurse quite so much. So I'm keeping kind of a close eye on it and hoping that they don't bother her little injury that she had previously. Nobody's bothering it right now, so fingers crossed that we're not pushing our luck too much. The reason that I was doing that is I came in this morning. So Rue and Muriel were out all night and separated from the kids. Half of the kids were downstairs in the main room, and the other half were upstairs with us, closed off. And so Rue and Muriel got to spend all night out here, out of their suits, just having a good time and doing whatever they wanted to do. When I came down this morning, Rue was being so playful, chasing Tommy around and just having a good time like a big old kitten. I thought it'd be a real shame to put her suit back on her when she's having so much fun. And I would have probably left Muriel's off as well, except the doc specifically recommended that we sort of reserve Muriel's calories for a while because the blood test shows that she's not quite over whatever she's got going on. She said her white blood cell count is getting better. It's returning to normal, but it's still a little elevated. So we're trying to take it easy for Muriel. In fact, DJ's at the vet right now picking up medicine for Muriel. We're going to give her another course of antibiotics. And also for Splotch, who's going to get another round of antibiotics because Splotch's blood work showed that she's got a little bit of an infection going on too. So that's the news in a nutshell, I guess. Muriel is seemingly healthy, but we're still does technically have an infection, so we're working on it. Splotch, obviously not feeling quite so good, but also something that we're managing, we're taking care of. Personally, I feel like the most important thing for Splotch is for us to make sure that she's got enough calories going into her. So you're going to see us paying extra attention to her weight and kind of forcing her to eat some stuff when she doesn't feel like it. I think even for cats, if they get a cold, like she's got basically a cold, at least symptom-wise, it's all upper respiratory, it's in her nose and snot. And I think even for cats, when that happens, they aren't as interested in eating, either because the mechanics of eating, mean that she always feels like she's trying to catch her breath because she can't eat and swallow at the same time she's breathing. Or it could also be just like with people that the mechanics of all that snot in your nose make it so your food doesn't smell or taste like anything, so you're not very interested in it. She's probably got a little bit of both of those things working against her as far as getting all the food she needs, so we're going to make sure. We're just going to do our part to make sure that she gets the food she needs. And other than that, antibiotics and a little bit of the spa treatment here and there. The original meaning of the spa, was named for Yuki, who had to go and get sort of steamed once in a while by us. And so we started the steaming for her as well. But all in all, she just needs to rest and eat. That's the important stuff, rest and eat. So we're working on that for her and enforcing it. Other than Splotch and Muriel, everybody's doing fantastic, and just no complaints, and the weight gains are crazy good, so we're pretty happy about everything. And Splotch and Muriel are very manageable, so keep an eye on that. I think that's it for news. There's not too much else to tell about it. Oh, I know if anybody was waiting to find out when Muriel is eventually going to get her spay, the plan for that right now is to give her another dose of amoxicillin, and then in about 2 weeks, we're going to recheck and see how her progress is. So nothing planned yet. but it's coming. And that reminds me that I was talking to Dawes, and they gave us just a quick update that it is currently that they're looking for applications for Tommy and Caper. And that's all I know, is that they're looking for applications for Tommy and for Caper. I don't know. It's like I said though, it's a regular thing for kittens that we might have thought already had an adopter like Caper. Things get shuffled around as the Dawes is trying to settle things. They're trying to make sure that everybody gets the optimal adoptions, I guess. So things can still be shaken up a little bit. And last I heard, it's Tommy and Caper that are looking. So that's it. Okay, if you want to apply for either of them or both of them, or if you already applied for someone else and you want to add in a Tommy or a Caper, you can do any of that through the application on our website, kitten.academy, or if you are already in contact with the people at Dawes that would have reached out to you, you can just talk to them about it. You'll know who that is if they've talked to you. All right, let's do some mailbag. It's a perfectly sized mailbag today. I was going to say small, but it's not small. It's perfectly sized. I think we should sort of normalize this level of mailbag as being manageable, especially if I don't ramble too much. So let's actually, I'm going to take half a second to check to make sure that I'm audible and that the stream is working. Let me just check with that real quick here. Yeah, sounds like we're probably basically audible. I don't see anybody complaining too much. So that's the level of quality that we go for on this stream, is visible, audible, not like looking great or sounding good, just visible, audible. That's all we're looking for. And it seems like we've achieved that this morning. So let's start with some letters and cards. Oh, and this first one's very cute. It's pink and it's covered in unicorns and rainbows and sparkles. And as you know, I'm a big fan of unicorns and rainbows, and a moderate fan, I guess, of sparkles. Think of that as more DJ's territory, but they tend to go kind of hand in hand, don't they? So I'm fine with that. Let's see. Inside we have, even better. We have a lenticular card that looks 3D. Now, I know the camera can't pick that up. It's only got one eye, but you'll have to take my word for it that what we've got here is a photograph, actual photograph of a unicorn standing in a field of flowers and butterflies. And like I said, it's 3D. If I turn it just a little bit, it moves, and I can see that it is a 3D unicorn. That's very cool, by the way. Oh, and inside it says, wishing you a magical birthday. Thank you for all you do. Hoping you have a very happy birthday. Well, thank you so much. It's from Heather, a.k.a. Frozen Tundra Crew. And I love it. I really do love it. It's beautiful. These lenticular cards are so cool. I've had kind of a soft spot for those ever since I was a kid, and those were like high tech when I was a kid. And not nearly, by the way, as cool as they are now. Normally, you would only get like 2 things, and it would just be 2 different, it wouldn't be 3D. But now they can print them with more photos interlaced there and make it like really effective. So I like that quite a bit. I see somebody's reminding me to put the address on the screen. I'm pretty sure the address is one of those things that did not survive all of our upgrades. I've got to put it back in. Yeah, I can't do that right now. It's just not even there on the system. It's I know as much as I talk about the technical issues that we have here, I don't mention everything. Long story short, though, we just did like a whole cycle of upgrading this and moving these parts around and shuffled everything. And in the process, the encoding machine got kind of reset, and we're kind of starting over from scratch as far as that goes. You might have noticed the font on the clock changed. It's all part of the same thing. So, but no interruptions in actual streaming, because we're cool like that. So that's what we got. All right, here's a card from Marco's Minions. It says on the outside, and it's got some pumpkins on it. And it's got a picture of a very wide-eyed kitten. It says, hope you're up to your whiskers in fun. You certainly are. It says, and plenty of kitty kisses and snuggles. Happy birthday, Mr. A, from the family of Marco Kitty and his, it says, royal subjects crossed out and servants crossed out minions. So there we go. All kind of on the same theme, though. It's a really great photograph. I love it. It looks it does look a lot like kind of a splotchy type of kitten to me anyway. It's got kitten eyes. It's definitely a kitten face and not a cat face, I think. So there we have it. That's really, really cute. Thank you so much, Marco's Minions. You can see I got little Etch. Etch has a big round belly. I don't know if I can capture that in a photo that really shows how round this belly is, but it's so cute. I want to just keep petting it. I want to get a picture that really shows how round that belly is. How can I do that? Let's try this. No, that makes it flatter. Let's try this. Maybe I need something to, there we go, a little contrast there. Too cute. All right, I gotta put that on the Discord. All right, where were we? We were gonna open this card next. All right. You see, we've got stamps printed off of stamps.com, which, you know, they're not like a sponsor or anything. I don't think they even know who we are, but I've been using them myself, and I'm pretty, the technical aspects of their service are problematic to say the best. It's not the best coded website, but the service they provide is not bad as far as I'm concerned. It's working for me anyway. Neither here nor there. I don't know why I mentioned it. Okay, here we got Charlie Brown standing in front of what appears to be a birthday card display. Very meta in a sense, considering how many cards Charlie Brown and Peanuts crew are on. And it says, "I could never get you enough birthday cards to tell you how wonderful you are, but that won't stop me from trying." Aw, and it's full of other birthday cards. Very cute. There's one that says, "If you were any more terrific, you'd be me." There's one that says, oh, it's got Woodstock making his little noises inside. He's holding a sign that says that's bird talk for happy birthday. We've got Pigpen, "Your congeniality and affability are unequaled. In other words, you are really nice." And Snoopy is, "Know what it takes to be a wonderful person? Obviously you do." Aw. Very cute. Those are so sweet. These are from April in Asheville and G the cat and Baxter the dachshund. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow, so many birthday wishes this week. All right, and then there's another one here that's got Lunar New Year. Oh, wait, there's something else here. Where did this come from? Aw. Oh, wow. Okay, a donation or gift card from April in Asheville and crew. And a picture of G, and the dachshund is, oh no, I forgot his name. There we go. Baxter, it's Baxter. G the cat, April in Asheville, G the cat, Baxter the dachshund. There we go. Look at how cute those are. What a great photo, too. I'll just keep that right here. And then also you did send a gift card. Thank you so much for that. I've got to put the gift card over here because that's how we do. Make sure it doesn't accidentally get filed with the other stuff that we're keeping forever. We don't keep the gift cards forever. I know, it's weird that way. You use them, they're gone. All right. Okay, this is so cute. This is addressed to Mr. Chris Kitten Academy, and it's got a drawing of a birthday cake with a candle lit and little fishies on it, and it says meow meow. And on the back, it's got a sunrise, and it says, "Hello, world." Okay to read on Mailbag. It's got drawings of Mr. A and Dr. DJ as cats. It says, "Ramble on." There's a spring. It says, "Many thanks for all you do," and a cup of coffee that's labeled Java. Between the hello world and the Java, all I can think is computer programming. But let's see what we've got going on inside. Oh, wow. This is an extravagant card that seems to pop up into a birthday cake, I'm guessing. But there is a note on the back I should read first, and I could have guessed who this was by the fact that there was a sunrise on the outside of the card. It says, no, actually, I think I have to pop it up because there's just it continues on the back. To pop up, squeeze card base. Right, let's see if I can accomplish. Oh, like that. Oh, look at that. It does pop right up. Nice. Oh, so cool. It says happy birthday, and it is like the cake from the outside of the card. Whoa, oh, wait, it unpopped. Oh my goodness. Repop, unpop. Pop up and pop down. All right, let's try that one more time. Anyway, on the back it says on the front it says happy birthday. On the back it says to someone who makes life sweet. Happy birthday to a man whose unconditional love that he has for these kitties has inspired many. May you have a wonderfully blessed day. Many hugs and kitty kisses from Dawn, aka Morning Sunrise on Discord. And then there's hugs and kisses for Dr. DJ. Aw, so sweet. That is a very cool card. Oh, and that's the cards. Okay, we made it. Thank you so much to everybody that sent me birthday wishes. All the birthday wishes this week. Thank you for that. All right. Well, now we're just going to start pulling stuff and opening it, and we'll see what happens. This one was bursting at the seams, literally bursting at the seams from True Blue. So let's start with that. Look at that. It just pops right open. Inside, what have we got? We have a note that says, "The note, okay to read on stream, just the way we like." And this appears to be little tiny pillows, all Christmas themed pillows. Perfect timing. It says, I've been looking at the TV couch setup and keep thinking it needs a little something. Couch pillows and festive Christmas patterns. Warning, catnip may have been as crossed out. It says was involved. Happy fall. True Blue. Aw, True Blue, thank you so much. I think you're absolutely right. I think DJ added a pillow to the sofa yesterday, but it can definitely use some more. And that pillow can get moved around, and these can get deployed in there. These are perfect. They're so cute. And we've got some cat prints that are cat Christmas prints in addition to the sort of traditional Christmas prints. Look, this one's got cats wearing Christmas hats and sweaters. Wow, that's too fun. This one's even got reindeer horns, but they're candy canes, I guess. Oh, another one actually has reindeer antlers, so I don't know what's going on. Okay, anyway, those are really fun, and those will be fun to deploy. And I'm actually just going to toss this whole bag in the direction of the room, so it's kind of out of the way, and then that will be whoa, that went further than I thought. That will be a reminder to take care of that after mailbag, or some people say after mailbag, but I will say post. Ha! Post. All right, next. Let's see here. True Blue, thank you so much for that. Oh, hey, look at that. These are perfect and timely, too. And I think these are the new design cat suits. I say new design. It's a different brand, but you might have noticed for the one day that Rumu was walking around in a blue cat suit that was neither the one that is the Sudacal camouflage suit nor the ones that Karen made based on the Sudacal design, but a whole different design that it turns out I'm surprised to find works surprisingly well. I don't know. It's got maybe it doesn't fit quite as many different sizes as the Sudacal, or maybe it ends up that it will. It's hard to say. But for her, it was working great, and it looked good, and it actually prevented the kittens from nursing even better than the Sudacal suit did, maybe only because they figured out sort of where to pull on the Sudacal to get it to pop open with the snaps in the back. But these have a long line of Velcro that goes right up the back instead. And at least so far, that has proven to work out exceedingly well for Ru. And these are, at least visually, these appear to be the same cut, the same design. And inside they have the same size labeled, which is medium. So I think these are going to be a perfect fit for Ru, who is the same size as the normal standard fit for that 90% of our mom cats have fit into. Whereas Mural is just a tiny bit bigger than that and has been in the next size up on the Sudacal, the 2XS. Ru is a 3XS, and so are most of the mom cats. And then the kittens are even smaller than that, which is another thing I was thinking about with this brand. If this is medium and it's the same size as the very smallest suit decal. I wonder if I should look for these in small and see if they would fit the kittens post-surgery, in which case we might really have a thing that's going to work out for us. Now, there are trade-offs again. These seem like they're made of a sort of a weaker fabric, and it's got a little less stretch, so it may not fit the same range, you know, et cetera, et cetera. But I like the fact that it comes in so many fun prints, and I suspect they're quite a lot cheaper than the Sudical, which is also kind of a nice thing considering how much we can go through them. So I'm excited to try this more often, and I'm glad that somebody sent this to me. I swear, I was just thinking this morning, I got to remember to get online and order some more of this style in this size, and now we've got 3 more of this style in that size. It couldn't be any more perfect. I might even try one on Ru later to make sure that it's still a good fit for her, just for fun. Now, I didn't see a note here. I don't think there is a note. So whoever sent these, thank you very much, and reach out and let me know. Oh, I take it back. There was not a note, but there is the name and the return address. I should have noticed. It's from Joy F. Joy, thank you very much. These are perfect. It is the perfect thing to send. Like I said, something I've been wanting to buy for ourselves, something new to us that I'm excited about trying more in the future. And I should tell you, I mean, I've tried so many different designs of suits. There's some I try out once, and I'm just like, well, we can put that one right in the trash. We're not going back there. But these are not like that at all. I think that we're going to try those again. So there we go. Wouldn't that be nice if we could find out that those would work for kittens too, and we wouldn't have to keep putting Karen to work on making all the little suits for kittens? Because I feel bad. She's so nice and sweet and generous and very, very good at what she does, by the way. I mean, the suits that she makes based on the Sudical pattern are so perfect quality. They seem like they're made by a machine, you know, like from Sudical. So she's very, very good at what she does. But I feel bad, you know, asking her to ever do that much work. It can be a lot of work. So it'll be nice if we have another source for that sort of thing. The return address says from a Kitten Academy fan. A Kitten Academy fan. There is a note here though, so let's start with the notes. The notes got 2 unicorns sitting on a rock watching Noah in his ark full of other animals sailing away, and the rain's pouring down, and the one unicorn is saying to the other, "Oh no, was that today?" It's very cute. He actually is using a word that we try to avoid on the stream, so I'm not going to do that, but it's a very cute card. And it says, inside, to all current students and mom cats at the Kitten Academy enclosed are Amazon gift cards for your new adopters to spoil you upon your arrival at your forever homes. May you each have a wonderful life filled with lots of purrs and pets from a Kitten Academy fan. Well, thank you, Kitten Academy fan. That is whoever, mysterious Kitten Academy fan. That is extremely generous of you, and you've labeled each of the gift cards as well. There's one here for tomfoolery, Tommy, and there's a whole baggie of them for the tiny paints and a whole baggie of them for the ruses. That is so generous of you. You know, I say that when people send the gift cards, and these are wonderful little Amazon gift cards. It's so nice for the adopters. You know, they get so much stuff in the endowments. It's great stuff, and the kittens, you know, they're set for life. And then to have that gift card too, though, is extra special because then they've got all this stuff that everybody cat could possibly want, but the gift card lets them take the kitten home and have a little something that they pick out, you know, especially from them, from you and from them to the cat. And I think that's really sweet to the new kitten. So thank you so much for these gift cards. I haven't started a pile for endowments yet, so I'm just going to set them here, but we'll get all that sorted out as we go. In fact, I'm going to open one of these boxes next in hopes that it gives us a place to start accumulating that. So let's start right here. Thank you, Kitten Academy fan. The gift cards is just, that's so sweet. Oh, hey, look at that. More of, hang on, let's see what the note says. Because there is a note, and this will be interesting. The note says, These are the last of the tunnels for Muru's classes and Tommy's. The others were sent last week and the week before. There should be 2 for deployment. I will send them another set if I miscounted. Enjoy them. Thanks. From Gloria M. Well, Gloria M, I think it was previously a mystery about the arrival of so many Jackson Galaxy brand cat tunnels. But we do have so many Jackson Galaxy brand cat tunnels now. And as I've mentioned every time, they are really good cat tunnels. Like the design of them is exactly how we would design a cat tunnel. And in the past, we've had some issues with the quality control, but I think they may have sorted that out. Fingers crossed, because other than that, they are fantastic. So I'm really excited about that. And now we know. I don't think we knew before where they were all coming from or what they were all intended for. Did we? Maybe we did, and I just didn't know. Who knows what's going on in my head? But Gloria M, this is perfect for endowments for everybody. We will add those to the other ones, and I will sort of start to accumulate endowments in that box. I think we're going to get too big for that. I hope we are. We will see. Have a sip of my coffee here. Let's find out what this is with this cute little drawing of a very happy cat with a very happy cat on his head, a very happy kitten wearing a little crown. How adorable is that? Let's see what we got here. Well, whatever we've got, it's wrapped up nicely in cardboard to keep it nice and unbent. So let's see, maybe some kind of art. Gotta open it carefully. There we go. Wait, I think we got it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Hey, I recognize this. Wow. How do I carefully get these out to show them off, though? Because there's a little bit of tape here. It's probably where it doesn't quite belong. Let's see here. Careful, careful, careful. I think we got it now, maybe. What we have here are is the cyanotype. The cyanotype, I believe. Yes, I think that's right. And it's a very old method of developing a photograph. And this is by Eric Miller. It's got the artist's signature right here, which I think is the best. And it's numbered 1 of 2. And I saw Eric doing this on Twitter. I think I actually retweeted some of his attempts. And it was so cool to see the process, not just the process of, but the process of having to do it and then sort of fine tune to get all the contrast and detail that you want in the photo to come out in the print. It's a really technical and involved, and it takes a lot of skill. And this is a perfect, as far as I can tell, as someone who just takes photos, a perfect print of this photo, because you can see that all the fine details in the stripes and the contrast of the kittens. It's really ideal. And even in the whiteness of the fur that they're standing on, you can see all the little detailed hairs and things, and even their whiskers. It's so fine. So it's perfectly exposed. Just wonderful, and I will treasure this. I absolutely will treasure this. Thank you so much for sending it. I did not expect to have one of these come from you, and I will have to save this in just the way you've sent it until I can have it framed. So I will add it to our sort of, we've got a growing pile of things to frame, and this definitely deserves it. Thank you so much. Wow. All right, let's put this back together as well as we can so that we can set this aside carefully. No note, though. I'm surprised. I guess I can always reach out to you on the Twitter, but I didn't see any sort of a note in there. Let's just double check, make sure I didn't miss anything, any detail. No, looks like that's the whole thing. Thank you so much, though. I'm glad that I had seen this posted on Twitter before so that I understand what's going on here. Otherwise, I'd just be like, what are going to happen? And then, yeah, so thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I love your little drawing there. That's super cute. Okay, this has got to go, I think, well, for now, I'm going to set it here. Actually, I'm going to set it with these because it will go into our cabinet of very special things until it is time to have it framed in due time. Hey, Ru! Hey! Whoa, whoa, whoa! That's enough. Back off. Wow. Okay. Maybe you are better off in the suit because you slows you down a little bit. She was just telling Maggie not to come and get in her space and eat her food, which is a lesson we've seen her trying to teach Maggie before. Yes, I know. Okay, let's calm down. I shouldn't be petting you. I should be petting Maggie. You're the one that was the aggressor there. That's okay. Let's take a look here. All right, looks like the kitties haven't done anything to mess up your belly yet, and that's nice. But why don't we do that? Let's put one of these suits on you right now, see if it fits. Maybe slow you down for a little bit, okay? Because I know it's fun to see you active and playing with the kittens in the morning, but not as much fun to see you not willing to share your space with Maggie Moo. I understand, of course. It's all right for you to feel that way, but let's see if this helps bring a little peace to the situation by slowing you down a bit, all right? We'll see. And then, you know, like I said, I was sort of 50-50 on letting her nurse the kittens anyway. So she sort of made that decision for us just now. That's one way to look at it. Oh, because this way I don't have to worry about whether the kittens are going to exacerbate her little wound I think they caused in the first place. Of course, it is almost entirely healed. It's got a nice, very tiny little scab now. It's the tiniest thing. It's all that's left. It's been very healing up super, which is why I'm not even putting a bandage on it. I don't think it needs one anymore. It certainly did to start with, but it's at the point now where it's done. All right, and so are you. You're done not wearing the suit for the moment. Look at that. It is. It's a very good fit, isn't it? It's a very good fit, and you look great. You look fantastic. This one's got crabs and fish on it. A little whale and a happy crab. And on this side, we've got a couple little fish and some starfish, some kelp. And are you just staring over there waiting for Maggie to come around the corner so you can chase her away again? Hmm? All right, that made a lot of noise. Of course, whenever Maggie's in a scuffle, she makes that noise like a raccoon. If you've ever heard a raccoon fight, they make that noise. It's like a snort almost. And you heard Maggie do that just now, and it sounds awful, but it's all just the way she's expressing herself. There's not actually any contact happening. Just like with the raccoons, if you've ever heard raccoons fight, like out in the yard or something, even when they're not touching each other, it sounds like murder. So that was all noise. Anyway, sound and fury, signifying please back off. So let's see. All right, here we got something from Australia. Oh, now this ought to be awfully interesting. And you've sent me some newspapers. As you know, I love newspapers, local papers from, usually I just get them from local places that are local-ish. This is the least local paper possibly I have ever received or could ever receive. I'm excited about that. We got the ad section too, which I'm sure I've mentioned. The advertising section is always the most interesting. And here we have the GT Geelong advertiser. I don't know. So it's another full of ads, though, that's the fun part. The local ads are what really makes it. Oh, and this is also full of real estate, which will be fascinating. These are beautiful places. My goodness. Wow. So that's going to be doubly interesting. And then we have another Geelong. I have no idea how you pronounce this place. Advertiser. This is going to be awesome. Thank you so much for those. But you did send a note, which I should check out. The note, okay, to read on screen. Kittens leave paw prints on our hearts. How true. Oh, wow. Beautiful picture of a kitty. Looks a lot like a fat Loganberry because he's got Loganberry's little eyes and expression. But his shape is not quite right, I think. Maybe it's just because he's a little too kittenish. Super cute. It says, hi, Mr. A, Dr. DJ, and all the wonderful fluffies, large and small, at Kitten Academy. I have been watching KA now for over a year. What an explosion of kittens you have recently experienced. It's truly a delight to watch all the way from Australia. Everything is exciting. The births, all the adventures, some more nerve-wracking than others. I'm sorry, let me say it again. Bad line reading. Everything is exciting. The births, all the adventures, some more nerve-wracking than others, and watching the kittens as they learn how to cat and the faculty as they adjust to yet another new bunch. Tommy is proving to be an excellent student, quickly learning from you and the other kittens. I love every single furry fluff ball, but I'm particularly fond of Loganberry. You two are special people. Your love, attention, and all the extra miles you go to caring for these precious kittens and cats is truly admirable. There's often some unexpected event, but you take it all in your stride and handle everything smoothly. How lovely that the graduations will happen just before Christmas, bringing bundles of joy to many. I do hope by now your back is less aggravating and you're leaping up and down the stairs with ease. I will say it gets easier every day. I'm not 100% over it yet, but hopeful. I have sent our local paper, the Geelong Advertiser, where I once worked, and also a copy of the coupon paper with all the discounts for you to enjoy. Our chocolate Burmese, Coco, loves watching the kitten frenzies with me as they tear around the house. He's 9, but manages plenty of cat craziness himself. He has a cat run attached to our home and makes many a mad midnight dash outside. Whenever my husband comments on the state of the kitty litter, I gently remind him how many trays you have to care for. May you all stay in good health, and we hope to enjoy Kitten Academy for many years to come. Thanks for the joy and humor you bring to everyone, and may 2022 be a wonderful year for all. From Julian, Brian, and Coco, aka the Chalky Monster. That's so sweet. Thank you so much, Julian, Brian B. In Australia. Wow. I'm really excited about these papers. Thank you so much for writing. I can see that Loganberry is definitely your favorite. That's super cute. Thank you so much for the sweet thoughts. And I'm very, very excited to get into this. I appreciate it. That's just my favorite type of thing for people to send for me is just, you know, a letter and or a newspaper. It's perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see here. This looks like a recycled Prime box. Is it? It is. And I didn't even, I'm going to have to open it upside down because I didn't realize that when I brought it in here. So, it has not had the address covered up. And if I leave it upside down, we're fine. Oh my goodness, wow. Wow, this is a resupply drop as I can see. And some other things as well. Let's see what the notes in here have to say. So Mew and Rue can continue their hunting in their new homes from Trouble and Carrie. Well, I assume that refers to the Hex Bug packs that have been sent in here from Trouble and Carrie. This is the deluxe toy pack that comes with the remote-controlled mouse, the automatic mouse, and also a Hex Bug plus an extra replacement battery. So there's 2 of those. Maybe there's more buried in here. I can't tell. And then we have a pile of the Hex Bug Nano, which is the classic, you know, most commonly used and very loved Hex Bug toy for cats. So we got a whole bunch of those. It seems like maybe 1 for every kitten. That's a lot of Hex Bugs to send. Look at all of these. Hex Bug Nano, I should mention, because the original Hex Bug is a little bit of a larger contraption, but the Nano is a perfect cat toy size. All right, we'll get to the rest of those in a minute, but I'm trying to dig past all of these Purple Pet Scoop Monster Litter Scoop. These are the litter scoop of choice here at the Academy. Pretty much the only ones that we use. I don't know why I said pretty much. They are the only ones that we use. They're like made of aluminum, so they're very sturdy and got a nice weight to them. They come with a nice little stick-on holder, I guess, so you can put it wherever you want. And then I stick them to the sides of our trash can, actually. I think it's perfect. And then to top it all off, the best part, of course, is they're Teflon coated, so they work really well. You scoop the litter, it goes right through. They're the fastest, sturdiest scoops that I've ever seen. And you have sent us, it seems like, an endowment's worth of them. So this is going to be great for sending along with all the kittens, something that their adopters can and will use. Better than that, something that they can and will use that may just last a lifetime. I don't think we've ever had to replace one of these, although over time, the Teflon coating does get worn off or scratched off the more I wash it, it comes off. That's okay, it's to be expected. They still work great even without it, but they tend to gum up a little quicker that way. Anyway, look at that. You sent a ton of those. I guess I could try to count them. It's a lot of numbers to count too, though. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So that's exactly the number of kittens that we have. And then if we're back to the hex bugs, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, exactly. So that's perfect. And it does say one of our favorites for the ruse and the tiny paints from Trouble and Carrie and Pat MM. So thank you so very much, Pat MM. This is super generous of you to send these really wonderful things for all of the kittens and the mom cats. That's incredibly thoughtful of you. Plus, you also included more of the post-it cover-up tape that we used to cover up everybody's addresses. So it's super ironic that the one address I didn't cover up today is the one on your box. That's funny. Anyway, we were running a little bit low, so you've re-upped us on that. There's several rolls of it in here, actually. And the other thing we're constantly running low on that you've re-upped us for is Gerber chicken and gravy baby food, which I was complaining was pretty hard for us to get for a few weeks, but I just placed another order myself 2 days ago, and it showed up the very next day. So maybe not so hard to get all of a sudden. That doesn't mean we are not appreciative and not going to use it, because we certainly are appreciative and going to use it. We go through this stuff like baby food. Yeah, I mean, what's wrong with that as an analogy? We use a lot of it, I guess is my point. So I'm going to set that over here to go in our stash, because I assume that's what it's sent for. And I'm going to set these over here to go in our stash, because I assume that's what that's sent for. And the rest of it I am going to put back in the box and use it for endowments. So look at all that. Wow, what a scoop. There's a lot of scooping going on. That's perfect. Yeah, our Australian correspondent was saying about how many litter boxes I have to empty. And this class in particular, it seems like we've had a lot of trouble getting all the poops to be good, solid poops that stay in the litter box. We're still working on it. In fact, I wasn't going to get too far into this discussion, but DJ and I actually have planned now to do a little food experiment where we are going to switch up the food for everybody for a few days, just to see if it leads to an overall improvement or an overall decline in the quality of poops. I could very easily see it go the other way, especially because we're not planning on doing what we tell everybody to do and what the best advice is, to switch your cat over slowly, to start with, like 70-30, 70% the old food, 30% the new food, kind of put them together, and then slowly increase the percentage of the new food over days until they're eating all the new food. You do that to sort of prevent gastric upset that can come from sudden change in diet for some cats sometimes. So that's the best way to do it. It's how we should maybe do it, but we haven't decided exactly which food to use, and it's a big process. And the process of switching cats over to one food and another food, as we might have to do, not only would it take us a long time, and the kids would surely be graduated before we'd completed the process and found the food we like the best, but it's also cost prohibitive. You have to really commit to buying a ton of a particular food when you have as many cats as we do. If you just have your own cat or your own couple of cats, it's not such an investment. But for our kids, we had to sit down and do the math about, we don't normally sort of do an accounting of how much the food and stuff costs us until tax time.
and then we're just looking at it as one big number for the year. So we had to sit down and do the math on how much does our current Fancy Feast cost daily. We had to do how many calories is it that we're going through every day, how many ounces is it that we're going through every day, and that way, as we're looking at alternative foods, we can compare and make sure that whatever we're getting is, at least we're aware of what the difference in cost is, and we then can account for the same number of calories, even if the food is a lower calorie density, then we know we have to get more of it. Or, vice versa, if it's more calorie dense, then we don't have to get quite as much. Change the price per day calculation too. Obviously, if something costs half as much, but you have to buy twice as much of it to feed the cats the same number of calories, then it doesn't really cost half as much. It really just has twice the volume, but it costs the same amount. So yeah, we went through all that. We picked a couple foods just kind of almost at random. We had a few criteria that we were looking at, which was limited ingredients. And we picked foods with different fillers, because one had potato as a filler, one had rice as a filler. So that way, if somebody doesn't like rice, then we can find that the potato is going to work. Or if somebody doesn't like potato, we can find the rice. Who knows? Whatever. Aside from that, limited ingredients, controlled fillers, and we're also obviously looking for the high protein, low carbs, and the one extra thing that is no chicken, because that chicken is the one thing that's consistent. Everything we feed them has always been chicken, and so we're going to make a big change and try a completely different protein with no chicken protein and see if that makes a difference too. So. And I should say that since the last deworming, in fact, the poops have cleared up quite a bit. So it may be that this whole experiment is kind of for nothing, or it may be the final thing that we need to get everything 100%. But it is still the case that these kids seem to sort of make more of a litter box mess and ended up tracking it out and around more than most classes. It could also be exacerbated by the fact that there's 12 of them. We got 2 different ages of litter box learning, and so it seems like it's taking longer to get through that phase because we've got 2 different groups going through the phase at 2 different times, right? So now that phase of messed up litter boxes is twice as long as it would be for a normal class. And so in my head, I'm looking at it going, this is one class, and they can't figure out the litter box, what's going on, where in reality, it's just my perception of it. That's also a possibility. Who knows? A lot of litter boxing, I guess, is my point. And all that to say, these scoops are going to be great for the adopters. Either way, whether we figure it out or not, they're certainly still going to be pooping, whether they're good poops or not. We hope they're good. I'm just going to stack that box on top of that box for now. Just go with that. All right. Everybody is settling down quite a bit here, and I wanted to find my phone. Did I just pack it up somewhere? I must have. Great. I think this is the first time I've just completely lost my phone in the middle of, oh, there it is. Okay, good. I was going to turn the camera because you're looking at the boxes there, but you could be looking at kittens up close, real close. Let's see if we can do that for you. Did you get all the meds?
Yeah, you're almost done.
Is it mixed?
Yeah.
It's already mixed? Well, then we can just give it. Do you have the doses?
Yep.
It only takes a second. I don't even need a break. Just bring the meds. Bring me the kittens. I'll just give it to them. We're starting them on, like I think I mentioned, antibiotics. So DJ's back with the antibiotics. And it's just amoxicillin, real common stuff. In fact, Mural has already had a course of amoxicillin. We're going to do another for her. And Splash has not, so that'll be new for her.
Hold off and check her blood work in 2 weeks versus just giving it.
Oh, the doc said don't do Mural?
She wasn't super convinced that she needs it.
Okay. She has been through it once, and it's hard to see that it would do anything that time wouldn't, right? So you just want to do splotch?
Yeah.
That's fine. If you just brought enough for splotch, let's do splotch then. Well, if you got both, it's not going to hurt anything to give it to her, right? It could just help prevent secondaries from getting us old. I'll leave it up to you. I'll be right here when you're ready. All right. This is Busy Cat, as I can smell the draft as I get it opened up. So we already know what this is all about. Of course, Busy Cat makes blankets for everybody all the time. This says a Christmas blanket for faculty's mom cats and kittens. Well, this will be great as DJ's decorating the room for her to be able to throw down some Busy Cat Christmas blankets that are already washed and smell wonderful. Look at that Christmas blanket for faculty, mom cats, and kittens. And this is red and green, and it's got kittens with Christmas presents and candy canes and snowflakes. It's perfect. Oh, perfect for decorating. That's great. And we got another one that says a Christmas blanket for faculty's mom cats and kittens. And this one is a blue Christmas blanket with little red Christmas hats on cats. Also beautiful. Also smells great. Then we have another one with sort of a retro Christmas print with little kittens wearing sweaters. I assume also for everybody. Yes, thank you so much, Busy Cat. I really like this print. That's a cool little print. Here we got one that's got Rudolph the reindeer. Well, maybe not Rudolph because there's no red noses anywhere in sight, but there are reindeer opening packages and jumping and playing. So that's the reindeer theme. Those are so cute. Busy Cat, thank you. I didn't know that you were going to send us blankets to use for our Christmas time and for our mom cats and kittens, but it is perfect. I don't think that we have very many Christmas blankets. We just, try to find something that's the right sort of color. In fact, I think you'll notice that behind me, or maybe not notice because it's very subtle, that I've put a green blanket on one chair and a red blanket on the other, trying to get some Christmas sort of color going in here. But not only is it subtle, but they're just plain waterproof blankets that we've had around that aren't particularly Christmas with. But I tried. I get a gold star for that. So Busy Cat, thank you so much for the real Christmas blankets. I'm sure DJ will want to deploy these in places that are visible on stream. So it's perfect for that. For now, I'm going to put this over here with the stuff that we are going to do something with. So there we go. And look at all this extra tissue paper, too. Maybe I can just leave that out, or maybe we'll have an extra box I can put that in, and the kittens will have a good time. All right. Busy Cat, thank you. That was very kind of you. All right, PetSmart. Let's see. This is from, well, I accidentally got the last name in there too, but that's okay. Christine K, looks like. Christine K, we'll say. And I'm assuming that's all we get because I don't think PetSmart's going to give us a note from Christine K, but I could be wrong. Let's take a look. Ooh, oh, hey, these are perfect. Look at that. Christine K, I'm sure you had a very particular use in mind since you said 3 of each of these. But I, in fact, do not see a note. So you've got to let me know what's going on, what your thought was. So we have 3 of these big pop-up spring toys. You've seen these before. We've had some of them usually in the annex when the kittens are very young. But this one has like a party look to it, and then the ball on top has a pull tab that will make it squeak like a mouse once we pull it out, which I'm not going to do yet. But it's basically a big pop-up spring. You can see a picture of it here. A big pop-up spring with a squeaky ball on top. Perfect little toy, and a nice solid base too, so that it weighs, doesn't get flipped over very much. It should keep its position pretty well. So that's perfect. And it's actually titled Spring Swatter with Catnip, and it says, I get bored with humans.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Wow, she gets a whole milliliter? Oh no, this is a 6. Oh, 6 cents, a little bit in there. Okay, I got it. Okay, ready, kiddo? I'm going to torture you now. Mom brought you in here just for torture. Not so bad. Tastes like bubble gum. Tastes like bubble gum. You should try to get some food in it. Maybe we should warm up some AD or something. I can work on it after mailbag. It's fine. Okay. And on top of that, you sent three of the pop-up cat tents, but these are Christmas-themed pop-up cat tents. They look identical to the one that we had for Halloween that was the candy corn. But instead of being patterned with candy corn, this is patterned with little Christmas tree lights. Oh, you can even see Christmas lights on this side. Of course, it looks very small here, but it pops up into that big pod. And you've sent three of the Christmas tree pods, so it's perfect for Christmas time. All you have to do, Christine, is reach out and let me know what your intent was so that I don't do the wrong thing. If you wanted these to go to random endowments, if you wanted them to try to be deployed, if you just wanted us to do whatever we think is appropriate with, then that's exactly what I will plan on, unless I hear otherwise. We'll probably deploy one or more of the pods. These kids love pods. And we'll probably use these for little tiny kittens as you know, as they come up, I guess, you know. I think it'll be perfect. Or, you know, those pods could also, we could use one here and endow the other two to whichever kittens like them both, since they will be going home just prior to Christmas. I think that would work out very well. Just let me know. That's all. Thank you, by the way, very much. Those are fun. Those pods are so great. The pods are just always a hit. So, Splotch came out here now, Doopy. Did you put Splotch back in her Christmas pod? Yeah. Oh, she came in here to see what I'm doing. Yeah. I don't know what she's looking for. Maybe just fun. This morning, before she decided to go lie down in the pod, she was out here playing with toys and stuff, just like every other kitten. But she does need a little more sleep than they do. But you can tell she's still, you know, she still is a kitten. She still wants to get out there and play. I'm glad she is. All right. This is from Kay Shay. Oh, Kay Shay. All right. We are stocked up on the baby food now. It says, Kay Shay says, Mr. A and Dr. DJ, everyone loves treat time. Please use these snacks as you see fit. But I wouldn't mind if a jar or two found their way into ruMu's endowment boxes. Aw, Kay, thank you so much. I'll tell you, I always give at least one, but usually two cans of the baby food to every adopter, along with the advice, of course, that they should use it to make friends with the kitten that they've just adopted. So for sure, some will go to the endowment, whether it's the ones you sent or some of the other stock, you know. These are great. So thank you for the 2 cases of Gerber chicken and gravy baby food. You know, this is my favorite cat treat to give to the cats. As far as I can tell, they like it at least as much as any other treat, if not more. So thank you very, very much for the wonderfully practical gift that will absolutely get used. All right. Now, in addition, I'm going to use your box to start collecting all this stuff. There we go. Like that. Perfect. Where did she go? She was just here. Yeah? All right. We'll figure it out. Okay. We have another sort of mystery box here. It's been shipped to us, but it doesn't say anything about who it's from on the outside. Let's see if it says anything about who it's from on the inside. There wasn't even an address for me to cover up on this one, surprisingly. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, this is pretty cool. I can see that already. It looks like gift bags for everybody, and it says the note. And it says, sorry for the terrible handwriting inside. Don't worry about it. I'll do my best, all right? Sorry for the bad reading of your card. Your note, rather. All right. It says, hello again to you, Mr. A, Dr. DJ, faculty, kitties, mom cats, and the numerous kittens attending the academy. I've put together some handmade toys for the moms, kittens, and the faculty. I must admit it was awful fun to pick out the colors I was going to use for the tiny paints. I settled on some really nice multicolored yarns, and I think and hope they will be enjoyed. For Ruses, I went with Collar Colors, and Tommy Pastrami gets some gray ones to match his gray spots. When you say ones, maybe as you're describing all this stuff, I should open some of it so everybody can see what it is you're talking about. It's so wonderful. So you've made these little gift bags for each one. and they're each tagged with a little custom-made tag for that kitten. You can see etches here, and scrawl, and they're all different, and they're all colorful. Look, little squiggles, got the stripes, and the pink and the green, just like the collar. Scrawl's got silver, just like the Scrawl's collar is. Etch's got the black, just like the little black Etch collar. Here's one for Faculty that's yellow. Put that in back. Here's one for Rue. It's orange. Sham, of course, it's pink. Caper gets Caper blue. Tommy gets this sort of Tommy color, of course, like you said. Gimmick gets Gimmick white. Wow. How did you even find so many colors? Splotch gets kind of a butter splotch color. Butter splotch, you like it? I like it. Let me use that again.
Yeah.
DJ in the other room with, yeah, that's good. Did you hear that? Thank you, DJ. Mural gets a rainbow. That's super cute. Trace with her Trace red. Gambit with Gambit green. This is a pink and white doodle because of the polka dots, with the little polka dots on the thing. We got Hustle purple. And finally, can anybody think of who's missing? Oh, wow. DJ, good. Hijinks, she knew. That's exactly the last one. I don't know how she did that because I can never do that. When you know all the kittens but one, figuring out which one is the one that's missing, it's impossible. I've got to break them down into groups before I can do it. Anyway, yeah, so that's all of them. Look at that. It's so cute. And so now you say, may they bring much joy to their recipients. Oh, Ruser, delightful pumpkin shade, and the Faculty, sunny yellow. May they bring much joy to their recipients. The Halloween festivities were so much fun. Had to take a moment to figure out your costume, but once I did, I gotta say, spot on. The reveal of the spaceship perch, just spectacular and amazing craftsmanship. The Faculty, especially Maggie and Loganberry, seem to really enjoy and show their appreciation by immediately jumping into and onto it. As always, I also enjoyed the Christmas tree party. The costumes for the kitties being my favorite part. Keep up all the amazing work you do with all those mom cats, kittens, and the phenomenal Academy faculty. You continue to inspire with your hard work and dedication. Thank you. That's from Chrissy Cat. I think it says Chrissy Cat 2Y on Discord. Is that right? No, 24. Chrissy Cat 24? Chrissy Cat on Discord. Thank you so much. These are awesome. I want to know what's in them. I don't want to open them all because they're so cute and so nicely sort of tied off and decorated. You've tied each of the tags to both of the handles so that nothing falls out. It's really perfect. I've got Scrawl right here. I want to just see what's going on in one of them. So let's take Scrawl as an example. Let's see if I can carefully take it out, and then we can carefully put it back. Oh, they're so pretty. They're little knit or crocheted catnip balls with these little tails, yarn tails on them. And presumably they've got some catnip in there. And like you said, they're made with this multicolored yarn. They're very, very pretty. And I know they're going to be perfect little cat toys. They're going to love those bits of yarn sticking off the end. These are awesome. Thank you. And I love the way you've done all the little colors and all the little note cards. Oh, no. Scrawls just came right off in my hand. So I'm showing it off. See, this is what I want to avoid. So let me tie this back on with a little bow, and then we'll leave all the rest. And I'm just going to assume that they're basically the same. And if I'm wrong about that and I need to start showing them off, you can let me know. Can he tie a bow, ladies and gentlemen? All right. Oh, no. Oh, very close. Okay, we need a little slack here. There we go. Very fiddly. All right. Perfect. Well, those are so cool. I know we've got endowments going there, but they fit so nicely in this box. Let's see if I can just get them all to go back in here. Probably not, but we're going to try. Wow. Chrissy Cat, those are spectacular. I can't even imagine the amount of work you put into this. I mean, even without the work of doing all the crochet and making the cat toys, all the work for making each of these little baskets and labeling them and picking out the colors, it is spectacular. Thank you. The adopters are going to think this is so sweet and special. They just know all these kittens are so loved by everyone. All right. Well, now we got 4 left over that'll have to go on top. The rest of those make a perfect grid in the bottom of the box here. Just throw the last 4 on top, and you're just like, there you go, whatever. I'm going to leave your note with these so that when I go to separate out the endowments, I can appreciate it all over again. I like to do that when I can. Oh, that is a sturdy box. All right, we'll put that right back there, and that will go down with the endowments. I feel like I just got a note. Did I get a note? Got a note, but I can't read it on here. I got to read it on here. So let's see. Oh, it said I can open the faculty one. Oh, well, that makes too much sense, doesn't it? It makes too much sense. All right, I'll dig it out later. But we did open one and had a look at it, so thank you. Yeah, if I was a smart guy, the faculty one would have been the smart thing to do. Not too bright, really. Yeah. Okay, well, now we've got 2 boxes left, and they've got a ruMu on top of them. So she's sleeping. She's completely asleep on top of those boxes. So you know what that means we have to do to continue. It's going to be a ruMu awakening. I'm just gonna appreciate myself for a minute. That was pretty good. All right, here we go. Okay, ruMu, time for your ruMu awakening. Maybe not even. Maybe I can just slide her around. Put her back down here. We'll take the bottom box first. Okay. All right. Where's my knife? What are you 2 looking at? Squash is back here just watching me. What is this? Oh, what are these? Interesting. Is there a note? There's a note. Okay, let's see the note first. Oh, hey, pretty smart. Okay. So this says, thought these might be useful with the reorganization of endowments and storage in the basement. Thank you for all you do from a huge KA fan. Well, thank you, a huge KA fan. What you've sent is extra large moving bags with backpack straps and handles and zippers. Whoa. Excuse me, I didn't know they made such a thing. It appears to be a, what do they call this material? Is it Tyvek or is it, I think it is like sort of a Tyvek sort of material. Like a real ripstop nylon kind of a thing, right? And, wow, even the tape is too much for me to get through. They appear to be giant bags that, like you say, have handles and straps and are very, very sturdy. So it's cool to have something that can fold up into such a small space, but is a very, very sturdy container for stuff. I think these will be perfect. I was just trying to decide if they would be big enough to use to put the endowments in to give to the adopters. They might be a little on the small side for that, but I think they will be perfect to help us get some of our stuff that's down there that's right now, it's still in disarray, organized. So this is going to be perfect for that. I really do appreciate it. Not only that, I was down there looking for Christmas stuff just yesterday, and I was thinking to myself how not only is all the endowment stuff, like you see, as we do this, I try to sort of label it, and I get an idea of who it's for, and I put them in boxes that are kind of labeled at least. And then when I go through the endowments, I've got all these things to help me go, okay, this was for this, and this was for that. That way I don't get too much wrong. I still make mistakes here and there, but I do my best. Now, not only are all of the boxes of endowments mixed up, so like, for instance, stuff that was for the tiny paints might be mixed in with the stuff for the ruses, and I'm going to have to kind of guess and figure it out as we go. to make it worse, it's all been piled together with the stuff that's not for endowment at all, that's for sort of general purpose use. But, you know, I take solace in the fact that the worst that I'm going to do is endow a little more than people intended, and that's okay too. So it'll all work out is my point, and I appreciate all the concern, and I appreciate all the help. This is going to be super helpful. So KA fan, thank you so much for that. And now we have to disturb Ru one more time, I guess. Let's see, where am I going to put this? I want this to go downstairs, but I don't want it to get mixed in too much. I'm going to put it in this box, actually. The mystery stuff that we don't know what to do with. Okay, so now we got to open this one. We've got a Ru here. Ru's not much of a lap cat. Like, she loves to snuggle up, and she's more of a sitting next to you cat than even Mural is, but I think less of a lap cat than Mural is. We'll see. Sit right here for a minute. See if you can put up with that for me, okay? Gotta open this box. She does love to sit on things. Ru loves to sit on things. I think you see that all day long. She's sitting on one thing or another thing, very rarely on the floor. Yes, you do. Okay. So this says it's from Joy F. Oh, wow. Where did you find this? It is from Joy F. And the note says, "Dear Mr. A and Dr. DJ, I found the Princess Pavilion on Amazon. Hopefully they aren't pulling my leg and send something different. Please deploy as you see fit. Kitten hugs from Bayou, Lila, and Abby, and Joy, of course." Joy, it does look like exactly, to me, it looks like exactly the same Princess Pavilion with the same print and everything. Let's open it just a little bit to see if it looks like it pops up to the same size and all. I don't know how you found it, considering it has been sold out. This does look exactly right. Look at that. So here's the thing that goes in the bottom. Ooh, oh, that looks actually a lot bigger than that. I just put the old one away in the basement, so it's a shame I can't just pick it up and compare. But I think what you found is an identical princess bed that is actually just a tiny bit bigger than the old princess bed. It looks like it's the size of the pink one that we've got going in the next room, right? It does to me anyway. Yeah, that looks, well, I don't know. Actually, it could be the same. Now I want to know if it's the same size or if it's a little bit bigger. But either way, you can clearly see it's the exact same design. It's open on all four sides, just like the original. It's got the same print. It's got these same little tassels on it. So it is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. And I'm excited to get a chance to use this and to have one that's new and fresh. And I think now that DJ knows there is a new and fresh one available to us here in the house, she's going to insist that I throw away that old one. The old one was looking pretty strung out. It had, you know, it's got all this like the bottom's all frayed, and it's been through it's been through everything. It's been through the worst. And it survived. It survived very well, actually. And we could keep using it if we needed to, but I know DJ likes stuff that's sort of clean and looking good, and it is not bad. So thank you for sending us the replacement. We'll get that deployed out when the time is right, which I don't think is going to be right away, because they've got the pink one there that's a little different, not as popular, you can see, but they've got the pink one, and we've got all the Christmas stuff to put out. But I love knowing that we've got possibly the only remaining Princess Pavilion in existence at this point, as far as we know, ready to go. So thank you so much for that. I know, but look at you. You hate it when I hold you. I know you do. You don't want me to hold you, but you want to come and hang out with me. I can see that too. How do you decide? How do you decide, huh? What do you want? You want to eat something? I'm going to try to get some extra food in you, okay? So that is what I'm going to do now. We made it all the way through. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning for Mailbag. I enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, what I'm going to do now is put all this stuff away. then I will say thank you again very much, and then I'll try to figure out what to do to get some food into this little kid. He needs food more than anything, I think. She looks like she's pretty happy with herself, though, looking around, you know, active and bright-eyed, so we like that. Good sign. That's what we want. So. All right. I don't know why you're sitting in this box now, but if you want to sit in the box, why don't I put a couple little tissue papers in there and make it into a nice little tissue box for you? Can we do that? Tissue box sounds like something else. That's fine. Oh no, the sides don't quite fold down all the way like I'd want. Could come off. You know what? That's what I'm going to do. Hang on. We're going to make you a tissue box, and then you're not going to be interested in it anymore, but that's fine. Hey, bud. Look, you're testing out these tissues. All these tissues smell nice, too. They smell like dress. Of course they do. Of course they smell like dress. I still think Ru feels a little bit like there's a rude awakening, right? Get up. Perfectly happy where she was. Oh, Ru, I'm sorry. It's been a rough morning for her. Has to put the suit on. She can't sleep on top of the box. She can't sit in the box. Now she can come back and sit in it if she wants. Oh, hey, look at that. We missed a postcard. It fell over here. Wait, we're not done. We're not done. There's one more thing. A postcard. It fell all the way back there. I thought I was missing something. Look at this beautiful art, too. This is such a pretty, what is this? I can see it's on canvas, brush strokes. We're going to say oil. I don't know. Oil on canvas of a very wide-eyed kitty sitting out in a field with a tree. It's beautiful. Go. And it says, hello from Finland. This is a quick update on the 21st of October, 2021, the petition of mandatory identification and registration of cats and the ban on uncontrolled breeding got through. The bill is due to get through in I assume that means to be, oh, I see. The bill is due to get through in 2023 as soon as a similar law comes into force for dogs. Hooray. The postcard is from my favorite local artist, Lines Art. Much love, Sarah. So, Sarah, thank you very much for keeping me up to date on how it's going. I remember hearing about that from, maybe it was you earlier, about the law that they were working on. So it sounds like the law is passed and it takes effect in 2023. That's awesome. I think it's so great that people, and especially lawmakers now, have so much more consideration for animals and their well-being, I think, than maybe people did in previous generations. We're always getting a little bit better, I think, sort of as time goes on. So it's great to hear about the progress being made. All right. Now I'm going to do what I threatened to do and take all this stuff away, and then I'll come back and I'll say thank you again, and then I'm going to find Squatch and annoy her by making sure that she's filled up with food, whether she wants to be or not. So thanks again to everybody for everything. We've got Ru back here playing with Tommy. Ru plays with Tommy. I gotta move the camera to be pointing at this. Ru plays with Tommy. I've seen her doing this many times. Ru is the only cat that Tommy seems to listen to and respect, and she moms him and she plays with him, and it's so sweet. She's playing with him right now. And I've just put it on the camera a little bit. She's taught him to be respectful of her And it's worked 100%, just like we've worked on teaching him that. She's also taught him that lesson for cats. And it's such a wonderful thing to see how Tommy's turned around from when he first came in. He seemed like a tornado, like a force of nature that could not be controlled. And now what we find out is he's a very sweet cat who just didn't know how to behave. And now that he knows what is expected of him, he's very happy to do that. He's just a sweetheart. He's going to make somebody very happy. Actually wouldn't make the worst choice to go home with Rue, but I don't think they'll ever be best friends. But like I said, she makes sure that he's in his place, which is pretty cute to see. It's hard to say also whether, that relationship would change as they grew up. I think you'd have to be careful to not end up with something like the phase that Custard went through. And I say went through because Custard seems like he's not so much a troublemaker anymore, but he's got that history now where he was causing all this trouble for a while, and now the other cats see him as trouble. And so it's sort of built on itself, and I think the relationship's damaged in a way that's hard to repair, even if he's not so much in that phase anymore. So I can easily see Tommy go through a phase like that too. That could be, difficult for somebody to manage. But just like with Custard, you love him and you manage it. So who knows? Or not at all. Maybe not. Maybe Tommy's learned how to get along, and he's just going to always be really good at it. Who knows? He certainly has seen enough to know. All right. Up and at him. Let's do this. Thanks again, everybody. I'll be back in a few minutes. Get this stuff put away. That. Wow, lots of baby food. Oh man, we're gonna spoil you kids. Look at all that. I just grabbed the 2 baby foods that I had bought that haven't been put away yet. Put them all the way together. That's a lot of them.
You guys want to keep that paper for a little while? Hang on to it for a bit. Hang on, kid. I'll be right back. right, well, this is the last of the Halloween stuff that I just got out of the washing machine to put away. And while I was up there, we had the like bottom pad, the cushion from the old princess bed that had just come out of the wash, and I got to compare it to the new one. And yes, in fact, the new one is a little bit bigger, a couple inches bigger in either direction. But like I said, otherwise completely identical. So I think it's a great option. And in fact, I asked DJ, and she said, yes, you must throw away the old one. It was, hanging on by a thread. That's the way she put it. So yes, in fact, it was. So thank you so much for the new Princess bed, which will continue to be, I think, in storage until further notice. But we'll get deployed in due time. And thank you to everybody for everything else. I really appreciate it. That's it for the archive. But if you're watching live, you don't have to go anywhere because we're not going anywhere.